asked me.
No, at 4:30 in the morning. I had asked you the day before. I said, let's
It sounded like you said at 4:30 in the morning. I asked you.
Okay, start over. I said the day before, why don't we get a camera and go to? And he looked at me and he said, no.
It would have been before 4:30.
Yeah, it'd been about 3:30, wouldn't it?
It'd been about 3 o'clock probably. They were all,
Crazy.
I heard, lining up at 3 o'clock.
Lining up, but the one thing I was really tempted by, and I was really, really tempted by this, Belk had this thing, 1,000, the first 250 people, there was a $1,000 gift card involved in it. So that means your odds were 1 in 250 to get a $1,000 shopping spree at Belk's.
Well,
That's
I tell
where
you
I
what,
wanted to be.
it's not worth $1,000 if it was like what I saw on TV the other day.
People got trampled. It was crazy. But the good news is, according to the statistics, we are up like 2.8%. So that is pretty cool. That means that hopefully, Lord have mercy, hopefully we are rebounding. Now we're going to show you some footage today of an area that you might enjoy a trip to. You don't have to necessarily shop. You could go there for dinner. You could go there to hang out. You could go there just to see the beautiful Christmas lights, and it is called Dahlonega. We've been there to see the Veterans Flag Tribute and the crosses and things like that, but I'd never been there Christmas season, and they did a great job. Now, what did we film when we went to Dahlonega?
You forgot?
I did not. It's a 67-foot tree.
I thought you might have just forgot since you're approaching the big one.
I am approaching the big one, y'all, and it's driving me crazy. But I got the sweetest text Saturday night, real late. Somebody texted me and said, what kind of cream do you use because you don't wrinkle? And I texted back and said, I don't use any cream. I don't wash my face in anything but water. And she texted back, well, you don't wrinkle. And I said, no, I don't smoke and I don't go out in the sun either. So I'm pretty protective of this lily white skin.
You mean they didn't text back and say, look in the mirror a little closer?
That's what I'm leading up to. So last night we're at my cousin Helen's house, and he says, how old do you think she is? I said, I don't know.
Well, I hope they're not watching.
I hope they're watching. Listen, and I said,
if you are, Helen, you look very nice.
She looks very young. But,
yes.
But I said, I think she's a little bit older than me. And he said, surely not. I said, what does that mean? He said, she's not wrinkled at all. Well, I'm not too bad wrinkled for my age. And that's all we're going to say about my age, because we are approaching that big one.
Well, don't open your eyes too.
I hush now, because it does wrinkle. I told
No, look at these right here. I've been using cream trying to get rid of these bags, but I don't believe it's for bags. I believe it's for dark circles and not bags.
That's okay.
I think it's going to take me a
facelift.
Yeah.
Call Dolly Parton and see who does it. Do not call Kenny Rogers and see who did his, because I was with him right after he had his. It was bad.
Negative. No negative.
No negative. No negative. Well, we had a positively amazing week. We're going to show you an interview we did with Loretta Lynn's.
Not her.
Not her. Forget that, y'all. No autographs, no photos, no personal anything. They cleared the back of the stage and didn't even let the house band stay in the place when she comes on stage. Very protective. But I got to thinking about it. At 75 years old, I don't want to be around y'all's cooties either. And I understand that because the flu's going around, stomach viruses are going around. At 75 years old, she doesn't need to be out there getting sick. But I can tell you what she did get. She did get on top of her game. It was the best out of 6 concerts we've seen. She stood up, she sang. We've been to concerts where she literally sat down almost the whole concert. This concert was amazing. She is on top of her game.
Well, tell them why it was.
Because she woke up one day and realized she'd been in business 50 years and she's celebrating. Don't you reckon?
Kind of, sort of.
Yeah.
But what did Lee say?
Lee said that all the hype about her has really, truly revitalized her. And that the fans being there to support her, she just finally said, I'm going to give back some more, so her schedule is bigger.
Well, you know, I have to say, the country music industry does not recognize the traditional country anymore. Right. It's out. Yeah. And I guess that would be disheartening.
Well, I was disappointed that CMAs gave her 90 seconds. She's been in the business 50 years. She has made so much money. She has opened the door for so many women to come and sing. Reba McEntire will tell you she would be nowhere. She'd be somewhere doing laundry or dishes if it wasn't for Loretta Lynn.
Or a teacher like she was.
Yeah, yeah. So there are so many women who have thank yous to go to Loretta. I think the 90 seconds they gave her stunk, and I think it was ridiculous. But I will tell y'all, she had on that same dress Saturday night when we got to see her. And she looked amazingly beautiful. Now, she is 75 years old. So at 75, all the tabloids who write all the junk and say negative things, hey, tabloid writer, wake up at 75 and look in the mirror. You know, we're all going to get old. But she was on top of her game. And loved talking to Lee Hilliard. He is really cool. He has been with her 30 years. Now, to be in the industry 30 years, that's pretty cool. To be on a bus 30 years, that's pretty cool.
Don't forget Bart.
Well, I was going to talk a little bit about Bart. Bart's kind of like the hottie. He stands up stage front and center, and he is, would you call him her lead man?
Yeah.
Yeah, and he sings with her. He sings some duets that she and Conway did. He is amazing. He could have a career all on his own, but he's been with Loretta about 8 years now. He loves traveling with her, and they all said the same thing. It's like family. Now, family rides on the bus because we had Patsy and Peggy on the bus.
And we were going to get an interview with which one of them was it?
I believe it was Peggy. But she took her makeup off
yeah.
before we got to her because we were
Yeah.
interviewing other people, and then
And
they
she
went,
wasn't going to put it back on for an
So
interview.
she said, hey, I don't just do like me, use Cherie Stay, and you don't have to worry about that. It stays on all the time. But we
Thank
had,
goodness.
yeah, we had an amazing night. It was fun. It was packed. So many of our viewers were there, and good day to all of y'all who came up and talked to us. A lot of folks said, well, I couldn't get down there to you, but I wanted to see you. And to Rochelle Young, who won the tickets, I know she had a ball. She was so
I was hoping
excited.
that we'd get to see her, but it was crowded that night down there toward the front of the stage, so I understand that you couldn't get down there to where we was.
But we did see Vicki
it looked like
Thompson.
that you had good seats because we saw your pictures, and they looked pretty close.
Very
yeah, we
good.
saw Vicki Thompson.
Yeah. A lot of folks who came, and everybody said the same thing. I've seen her before, or I've always wanted to see her, and I was certainly not disappointed in this concert. It was amazing.
I'd go again.
Oh,
I hope
you
I go
would.
again.
We're going again. I can guarantee you next May we're going again.
And what better place to spend the night at the campground,
Hiawassee.
right
yeah.
behind the music hall, right on the lake.
It was amazing. Was it $25 or $30?
And who better to do it with than Ralph and Gail
Ralph
Ray?
and Gail. And we're going to show you some of the pictures. We're going to show you some of the footage he took. You'll get to see Loretta Lynn's bus. Now, her bus, the old bus, was green and silver. The new bus is purple. The new bus also has a critter that rides on it, and it's her kitty cat.
If you get to see this footage and you see the bus slowly pulling in and slowly stopping and slowly talking to a security guard and slowly backing in, it's because she said, don't cut that camera off. Don't cut that camera off.
I did. I said, just in case we might get a glimpse of her, because,
Well, she wouldn't be jumping off that bus and it moving.
well, she might have been looking out a window, don't you know, going down the road when people would look up there and wave at her, and she'd wave back. Have you never seen Coal Miner's Daughter?
Oh, don't even go there with me, sister.
Let me tell you.
I'm a bigger Loretta. She's been a Loretta Lynn fan longer than I have.
Here we go back to
because-
my age again.
Yeah. But I am a bigger Loretta Lynn fan. I can answer more trivia questions about Loretta Lynn than Cherie can.
Okay, let me ask you a trivia question. What branch of the service was Doolittle in?
He ain't Loretta Lynn.
Uh-oh, I know he's not, but what branch of the service was he in? Do you remember that? He came home and she talks about him wearing that little suit?
Well, no, I can't answer that. But explain to me what D-Day is.
D-Day is when we went to Normandy and we fought, and there were so many men killed. And he was there, and he was in the Army.
Okay.
Army.
And when he came home, she said that he looked like what?
A little toy soldier. Yes, yes.
Well,
I
I'm
know the
impressed.
lines to that.
I'm impressed.
I know the lines to that movie. And we have to say thank you yesterday to Antioch Baptist Church for opening your doors to us. Brother Matt preached, and we were allowed to film he and his family singing.
Part of it.
Yeah, because, y'all, we had 2 tapes with us. Now, think about it. We've been off for 7 days. We have not really been off. We've been working every single day. We filmed something to share with y'all. We filmed the Capitol Christmas tree over in Dahlonega. We filmed the interviews up at Loretta's concert. We filmed the Hiawassee Fairgrounds to show people the campsites. We filmed, where else did we go?
I don't remember.
There's some ball ground footage on there. There's just all kinds of things that we wanted you to see that were within 2 hours of your house. And that's the coolest thing, because we didn't go. We actually went over to Helen and Lamar's campground.
And we didn't get any footage of that campground, but would have if it hadn't have been so windy and cold.
Cold. But let me tell you, it's like going on vacation 30 minutes from home. 30 minutes from home, we took the motor home and went over and stayed at my cousin Helen and Lamar had this beautiful campground. What's it called? Twin Lakes?
Mm-hmm.
Twin Lakes in Forsyth County. Now, if you don't know about it, you don't know about it, because it's down a little dirt or a little side road, but it's got 2 beautiful lakes down there, and we parked right at the lake and had Mom and Dad over there and ate dinner and just had the greatest time, and then went to church at Antioch, and it's all 30 minutes from home. So we're going to get you some information on that. I love finding things close to home. I've been on call the whole time, and my phone rang the whole time we were gone because of the trucks. But it was so cool to be 30 minutes from home. What you listening to? Is that a bird up there? Or is
It
that
better not be no
snow?
rat, I'll tell you. I will be out of here if it is.
I think it's leaves hitting the top. Y'all just don't know how he hates mice. That's a whole nother story. You just don't know. But there is something on top of our heads. I think it's leaves on top of the building. So don't panic
That
on
makes
me.
me feel a little better.
Don't panic
But
on
if
me.
I keep looking up every once in a while, you'll know that I'm
We
making
have
sure it's
had
not
a
a rat.
great week, but we're going to share part of that with you today. Now, part of the thing that I always share with you, everybody knows I love gospel music. I don't like contemporary. I'm not crazy about praise and worship, but get me some Southern gospel music and I am grinning from ear to ear. Last night at Helen and Lamar's, we got to see some footage that was over 25 years old. He was looking for something of Rex Nealon sitting on the bus singing with Gerald Wolfe, and we're going to find that. He's got some old footage we're going to get to share with you.
Are you not going to tell them the concert we went to?
What concert?
I'm calling Tina Turner.
Oh, y'all, I have always wanted tickets to see Tina Turner. Always wanted tickets to see. Now, if you saw my cousin Helen and I sitting beside each other, you'd say, yeah, they kind of resemble, and they act a whole lot alike. We're both wild and crazy, and we're both really good cooks, and we both specialize in nanner pudding. But we also love Tina Turner. And last night, we were going through some of their DVDs, and they said, do you want to hear gospel music? And they were pulling out all this gospel music. And I said, well, yeah, okay. And then they get to Tina Turner.
I said, I want to see Coal Miner's Daughter, because they're showing us through their house. It's in Dawsonville on Highway 9. And a big, huge house, 7,000 square feet.
Yeah.
Then we go downstairs, and Lamar has his weight room. Then there's a room that has a tanning bed in it, and then the next one is a movie theater. And I'm talking a movie theater.
Yeah.
I mean, it only had like maybe 7 seats, but it could have
Oh, yeah.
fitted more, because
Oh,
it
yeah.
was a big room
Oh, yeah.
with a big wide screen, and Tina Turner was awesome.
It was amazing.
Really good.
They take a DVD.
And our seats would even vibrate. You just was there at the concert because
I feel like I'd had a workout because you're sitting there in that chair doing all this. But
it's almost like a massage, wasn't it?
yeah, it was too cool. So thank you to everybody who hosted us this weekend. Thank you to Lamar and Helen for having us down at your campground. Thank you to Antioch Baptist Church for having us. Thanks for letting us backstage at the Loretta Lynn concert.
Are they supposed to be watching this morning?
I don't
Did
know
they
if they
say?
are or not.
Well, they should be. But anyway, Helen, if you're watching,
Banana nut bread.
banana nut bread didn't last until we got back to the sports complex. I ate it.
We did. But we had an amazing 7 days. We're going to share that with you. You know, if I'm out and about, I'm out and about around some gospel music. And today, now, we picked up one of the gentlemen that's with us today at Smoke on the Mountain. He and his wife were sitting next to us, and I, they had been on the show before. And we got to talking, and we said, well, why don't you just come back on? So guess what? The Redeemed Cavaliers from Canton, Talking Rock, Jasper, and other parts north of here are with us today, and I hope I've covered everybody's neighborhood, because anytime I leave out a neighborhood, somebody nails me really bad. So we hope you will sit back today. We're going to take a break. We're going to go to our sponsors. We're going to go to my buddy Rich Scott is back in the house tonight. Somebody at Antioch Baptist Church asked me yesterday, when's that Rich Scott coming back on? So we know that y'all are watching in other areas. You can do that streaming video. It is a great way to keep up with us and to know what's going on, so you can come and visit us in the beautiful, is this downtown LJ? Pretty close, isn't it? I think our address is East LJ.
Well, I drove us here, so you better hope I know that it is.
I better hope so. We're going to take a break, and when we come back, you're going to get to hear some great music by local Southern gospel music. They've been together a while. We're going to give you the information. If you'd like to contact the Redeemed Cavaliers, you can call them at 770-479-9358.
And I got to hear the preview, and
You did.
It's very pretty harmonizing.
Good harmony, and it is truly Southern gospel, because that's what we do here at ETC. That's kind of our specialty. So sit back now, pay attention to our sponsors. Please, as you're shopping for the holidays, try to buy something for somebody who doesn't have anything and take it to either the Phyllis stocking or any of the things that are happening to give back. Don't just shop for your family. Shop for somebody who may need something worse than you ever thought about needing. We're going to take a break right now. When we come back, we're going to show you just about 5 songs of this local group from Talking Rock, Canton, downtown Jasper, and other points north of here. We'll be back in just a minute.
Glad to be here today. We're going to sing another old familiar song. That one was kind of a new song to us. Donna brought it to us a while back, but this one I think most everybody knows, 10,000 Years.
Journey, and I'll meet the one.
As she said, we are the Redeemed Cavaliers. Let me just take a minute and introduce everybody to you today. Our piano player, Ivan Watkins. I think I've known him for about 38 years now. My name is Carol Watkins. Our middle child, Keith, plays the bass guitar over on my far left. Our alto singer is Donna Garrison from Jasper, Georgia. Our bass singer on the far end down there is Dan Gabriel from Jasper, Georgia. Our tenor singer, Gordon Robinson, couldn't be with us today, but we asked a friend, Cindy Cagle from Canton, to come and join us, and she can sing all of it, soprano, alto, tenor, bass. She has a very versatile range, and so she's pitch hitting for us today, singing the tenor part. We're going to sing a song now that's on our newest CD called Beyond the Sunset.
Amen. God bless you. It's good to be here. We're going to sing two more songs, and I've been messing around with a drum machine over here, as you know, so trying to keep things going. But the Redeemed Cavaliers, just awful glad to be here, and if you'd like to look at our webpage, it's www.redeemedcavaliers.webs.com. So look it up on your computer when you get a chance. Listen to some of our good singing on the computer. We're going to sing a song now called Written in Red. It's one of the Matter of fact, one of the ones we did on our last project that we did. So you listen to this song. It's a beautiful song. Amen. What a beautiful song. We're going to end today with a song called I Will Go On. And you know, as time comes for us all to go on home, or be about God's business, we need to take him with us and just say, I will go on, and I'm going to be with you through thick and thin here. And when it comes time to go on to be with you in heaven, there's a home prepared for me. Listen to this song.
Recall
Okay, if you woke up this morning and had any doubts of just wanting to feel cruddy and down and out, your spirit should have been lifted. That's the kind of music you want to wake up to. It was feel-good music. That was amazing. Love that piano. Of course, y'all know I'm a little bit partial to the piano player. You know, in a former life, I might have run off with a piano player because those people just inspire me. They are so good. We have got so many things to talk about today. We've got to move quickly because we've got to get to some interviews, but we want to remind you, don't forget, the Redeemed Cavaliers can be contacted 770-479-9358, and I can tell you, get DVR, get the program with ETC that has DVR. They will be back here in December, and we will have a full-blown concert with them that you can, if you DVR it, do you know when you get down and out and depressed, you can hit that button and you can watch them, and all of a sudden your spirits have been lifted. Thank you so much. Their music is incredible. We're going to take a break now. We're going to go quickly to the community calendar. We're going to bring on another man who quite often lifts spirits. He happens to be with Glory Bound. Now, Glory Bound is one of those groups that there's one certain man there that you really, really like. His name is what?
Derek.
Derek, who sings a song called Never Again.
Here we go again.
Here we go again. Never Again. There are so many songs out there that touch you and it reminds you of something possibly in your life. Glory Bound is one of those groups that does that kind of music too. We're going to talk to Bob Reece, not about music, but about something that he really is, he's been involved with it for years and years and years, White Christmas. There are many families who will not have Christmas if you don't chip in and help. So right now we're going to go to the community calendar, and quickly we're coming back to talk to Bob Reece of Glory Bound. Jeff Underwood, tell me a little bit. Tell me first of all, who's our guest? Who's this beautiful young lady?
This is my daughter, Mary Ann Underwood.
And how long have you been away from Mary Ann and the family?
Well, yesterday was 30 days.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, I talked to you as you were on your way.
Yeah.
We talked to you on the phone a little bit, and you said this is a lifelong, you've wanted to do this forever.
Right.
What did it take to get the privilege of doing this?
Well, just making the right phone call, I guess you'd say. We called in October of '09 and was very gracious and proud to get to do this.
Now, do you have a co-driver? Because that was one of the questions somebody asked me.
Yeah, no, I'm
don't?
the only driver. I do have another driver that's driving the other truck with the ornaments and the smaller trees on it.
Okay. Do you have an escort because you're oversized?
Yes, we do. We have 2 federal law enforcement escorts, and each state provides state patrol escorts also, and local law.
Jeff, does that mean there's no speeding on this trip?
Not necessarily, no. If they want to run 100, that's what we run.
Okay. Okay, so it's like Smokey the Bandit Part
That's
2.
right.
Okay. Now, how many miles have you driven this tree?
Let's see. I think it's right around 2,800, something like that.
Are you as tired as you told me a while ago? Let me take a break and let me sit down just a second. You're tired.
Well, it's just, standing all day, and stuff like that, greeting people. But we want to treat everybody the same,
Now, what did it feel like to pull into home and it be Jeff Underwood Day in Dahlonega, Georgia?
Oh boy, I tell you, that was great. It was real unexpected to find so many of our friends.
500.
Yeah, that's right. We were just very excited. Couldn't believe the crowd when we pulled in, and main thing, we wanted to see our family.
Well, we were watching on Facebook, and you said, okay, traffic is bad. We're getting, we're a little bit late. Did it stress you when you realized that people were waiting? Did you think 5 people were waiting on you, and in reality, 5,500 were waiting on you?
No, I knew there were a bunch of people waiting, and the stress level did go up a little bit, and that's when I called our lead officer and said, we have got to move, so.
Now, where did you get hung up in traffic?
Chattanooga.
Okay. Hey, I can understand that. Chattanooga has always got traffic
Yeah,
problems.
I know it.
Now, let's talk about the weather conditions. You said you were in some whiteout blizzard conditions?
We were. It was in between Laramie and somewhere around Laramie. And for about 40 miles there, you could not hardly see the highway, drifts blowing across the road and stuff like that. I couldn't hardly see the lead escort in front of me.
Okay, now you took care of yourself. You have to have so many hours off. You have to rest. You have to feed yourself. Let's talk about what you had to do to hydrate this tree.
Well, we have a 65-gallon bladder on the tree itself, and there has been days that we have had to water it 2 times a day.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
Now, talk about the tree. Tell us a little bit about where it came from.
it came from in between Jackson Hole, Wyoming, and Yellowstone.
Okay. Who found the tree?
The Bridger Teton folks, they're the ones that picked the candidate trees, and then the U.S. Capitol architect, he flew from Washington to Wyoming in July and made the choice from those trees which tree would be the tree.
When you got there, was it bigger than life to you?
It was. We've got a picture of me standing in front of it, and I look like a little ant, you know, standing in front of it. But it was, I tell you, it was just the perfect tree. If you can imagine the perfect Christmas tree, that was it.
Okay, how many ornaments do you think this tree will take?
Now that I don't know. I know the second truck has over 17,000 ornaments on it now. So, but part of them are indoor ornaments that goes on the smaller trees that we have on that truck. And a lot of them are outdoor ornaments that goes on the big tree. So I don't know the breaking point.
Now, there's been so much hype about this truck. About this tree. What if people wanted to go to D.C.? Where will they find this tree?
On the west lawn of the U.S. Capitol. We will be there November the 29th, which is Monday, and it will be taken off the truck at 10 o'clock in the morning. They'll be taken straight to the big hole, 6-foot hole on the west lawn, and be set in, and then it takes a week to decorate, so December the 7th is the lighting.
Okay, now the weight of this tree is what?
9,000 pounds.
9,000 pounds, and it's
67 foot.
Okay, 67 feet long, 9,000 pounds. When it's finished and Christmas is over, what happens to this tree?
They take the tree down, take all the ornaments off, and they mulch it up and grind it up and use it for mulch around the Capitol grounds.
Oh, what a good idea.
Yeah.
So we're recycling.
That's right.
We're recycling.
That's right.
Jeff, let's talk about, you look forward to doing this. You were so excited about doing it. Would you do this venture again?
I would, but maybe take a year or 2 off, you know, because there's so much legwork and so much preparation that goes into this. It's just very time consuming over a year's time, and you know, I would, but it'd be a while.
Right. Well, I'm going to ask you a nasty question. I just brought a truck in from Portland, and it cost me $3,600 for fuel to go out there and back.
Right.
What was the cost of the fuel for you to do this trip?
I really don't know because the fuel was donated.
Okay.
All we do is pull in. We have pictures made. The national chain of convenience stores is the ones that sponsored the fuel and the snacks and coffee and stuff like that for the whole group.
Yeah.
And so we really don't keep up with that. They tell us to pull in, fill up, and then somebody from the group signs the ticket, and then we go.
Can I ask you who were some of your major sponsors?
Well, they're actually on the banner, and I can't see the banner from here. The National Chain of Convenience Stores. There were several. I just
Somebody
can't
in
remember.
Ball Ground, Georgia.
Mine. Yes,
let's
yes,
bring in
yes.
Ball
I
Ground,
forgot
Georgia.
them. I'm sorry.
Okay, now tell me about, how did that company become involved?
Mine Poultry Processing Solutions. We haul for them on a regular basis. They have been a very big supporter of us and major player in this, in our company for us.
Now, you know how I found out about you, don't you?
From my aunt.
Aubrey, no. Aubrey from Aubrey's Tire Service,
what
of
about
course.
that? Yes, I forgot
Because
that.
in the trucking industry, we have 2 things in common. We buy fuel and we
That's
buy
right.
tires.
That's right.
And Aubrey told me about you and what an incredible story this was. And I thought, now we've got to follow this. I wasn't sure, 30 days. You know, you gave up a lot to do this.
Yes, we
Because
did.
the average truck turns a lot of miles in 30 days.
It does.
Okay, where will people see this truck after this job is finished if they want to come by and see you? What will you be doing with this later?
Well, it will be put back on the road.
Okay, we're back. Southern gospel music, Southern gospel music, Southern gospel music. We had 5 songs. I'm encouraged. Now we're going to have a little bit of inspiration to tell us to come out to Canton, Georgia on Saturday night. Bob Reece, what is this about?
The White Christmas, the White Christmas program is a program to provide Christmas for Underprivileged Children. It is a national program that is sponsored by not Walmart, but the employees of Walmart.
Right.
And then 24 years ago, my wife and I became aware of it, and neither one of us had worked for Walmart, never have, but we wanted to help in any way with it we could. We just felt, you know, God leading us to do that. So we started doing concerts 24 years ago, and then every year, you know, it's gotten a little bit bigger and more money, and, you know, and just on and on and on. We bring in different groups, and then, of course, out of that, Glory Bound was born, you know, but it's to provide Christmas for underprivileged children.
Okay, it's going to be at the First Baptist Church in Canton, which is a huge church. It will hold a ton of people.
Yeah.
And it's this Saturday night at 7 p.m.
December the 4th, this Saturday
Okay,
night.
I see another name on there that I really love these guys, the Joy Masters.
Right, the Joy Masters have been involved with the concert. I think this is their 7th year. So they've been a blessing to have, you know, with us.
Well, I'm going to ask a trivia question. I was at one of these concerts. The Joy Masters were there, but there was also a couple of guys there that I'd never met. Two of them used to be with Glory Bound, and both of them have the same first name, but they have different last names. One of them sang a song about rain that was really, really good.
Right.
And I've had him on the show several times. If you can call me, and you guys up in Fannin County, you have an edge on this because you might have seen him at Town and Country Furniture. If you can call me and tell me who are the two guys we picked up that night.
Guess what you won't win? Well, have a good time.
Today you won't win, we'll have a good time. Today you're going to win Glory Bound and Christmas music. And this is it a new CD?
That came out last year.
Okay.
We debuted it last year at the White Christmas program, and the title of the CD is White Christmas.
Okay, if y'all can call and tell me one or both of the names, because these boys have the same first name, but they have different last names, but they have different singing styles too.
Right.
But both of them will lift your spirits big
Yes, they will.
time. Absolutely. So
Yes.
call us at 866-939-2329. I bet y'all sitting at home thought I forgot that phone number because I've had these 7 days off. Listen, I've worked every day. I've been off, and I have not forgotten one thing. I want to encourage you. This will make a difference in a child's life.
Right.
And there's basically a love offering. Is that how you do
Yes,
this?
yes,
Okay.
it is. This year, the last 2 or 3 years since the economy has gotten bad, it's kind of a two-edged sword because of the economy being bad. There's more and more people out of work, or their pay's been cut, or whatever. So the offering has been less.
Oh, yes. Yes.
But because of that same bad economy, we have more children than we've ever had. And it just, you know, we do what we can do,
Right.
and just rely on the Lord.
That's right. And we want to encourage you, if you can, this week, skip lunch. Take a sandwich to lunch this week and save that money, and then show up Saturday night at the First Baptist Church in Canton. It's a huge church. Now, Bob, give them directions to that church.
From 575, I don't know the exit, but it's the Walmart Riverstone exit. Then go south on Highway 5 down to the Reinhardt College Parkway. Turn right, and you'll go up to the you'll go through the first red light and go about another mile and turn right on the bluffs. It's not the bluffs.
The road that goes up by the theater?
Yes.
Yes.
And then you turn right on that road and go out to the church on the right.
Okay.
I'm not sure what the
Big-
name of that road is.
Yeah, big church. Do you know the name of
Yeah.
that road?
No, I don't, but it's before you get to the apartment complexes. So if
Right.
you go to the apartment complexes that are on the left, you've gone too far. You need
Right.
to turn around.
That's right.
When
Yeah.
you get to the top of the hill at the last red light there, you need to just pass that red light's where you turn to the right.
It
Easy
may
to
be
find.
Great Sky Parkway or something.
It might be.
Because
I
it does
believe
go
it
on
is.
into the
I believe that's
subdivision
what
of
it
Great
is,
Sky.
yeah.
Well, this is the 24th annual White Christmas, and we had a winner.
Who's your winner?
Who is the winner? Dorothy Morgan knew
Oh, good.
that. Now tell me about the other groups that are going to be there.
Well, the Joy Masters will be there. My daughter, Reece Nelson, will be there. She sang in all 24 of them
Okay.
every year. And then a group called Cherie, and that's 3 ladies from congregation there at First Baptist Church, and they have super harmony.
Oh,
You
wow.
won't believe it.
Well, we
just
want to
great
encourage
girls.
folks to come. Now, Bob, what if they have a brand-new gift? Could they bring that?
Yes.
Okay, if they have
yeah,
a new toy or
yeah,
something?
Yeah, we'd prefer the money, but we'll
Okay.
take whatever. I mean, these kids, some of them are not going to have anything.
And some people would love to come to this concert and possibly couldn't afford to come, but might have an unwrapped toy that
That's
they could
correct.
bring.
That's
So,
correct. The biggest thing is prayers.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
Well, did you tell Bob, you know, the Kentucky trip and,
A little bit about that, yeah.
and
Right.
The poverty level in eastern Kentucky, we help a lot of people here, and
Right.
we've donated our building to the Phyllis Stocking Fund, and you've been so instrumental in White Christmas. There are so many places that are hurting.
Yes.
And every single one of us can make a difference. We
Right.
loaned our tractor and trailer to go to Kentucky last year, and they brought me a video and showed me 4,000 people stood in line in 12-degree weather to receive either shoes, a coat, or a toy.
Right.
50 to 100 children were turned away.
that's what was making me stutter.
Well, 50 to 100 children stood in line from 2 a.m. until 5 p.m. when they ran out of toys. This year, there will be a bigger need than ever. So this year,
That's the only thing that I'd read about this trip, you know, if that happens this time, you know,
Right.
that will be,
well, if it happens, you're going to drive somewhere to take me to somewhere. We're going to buy something for somebody because I could not handle that.
Right.
And you tear up talking about it, but to know that some child is going to wake up without Christmas,
That's right.
without Christmas at all. So the Lions have made a huge difference in all the communities we serve. There are so many people who are stepping up to the plate this year. We're not having Christmas for us. We're not having Christmas. My kids, hey y'all, you've got it all. You ain't getting nothing. Ain't getting nothing because they don't need anything.
That's right.
They don't need anything, but to see these kids in Kentucky stand in line to get a coat, a pair of shoes, a toboggan, you know, because it's so cold, they stood in 12-degree weather. So when you see things like that, then it makes you want to do what Bob and his wife have done for 24 years. Now, can you give me your phone number if folks have questions or want to help out?
770-345-0920.
Because there are some corporations sitting out there who've made mega bucks this year. Write him a check.
Right.
You don't have to come to the concert. You don't even have to like gospel music.
Right.
But if you will write him a check to help the White Christmas program, I'll get off your case. Now, end of that story.
They can also go to Glory Bound's website,
Okay.
www.thegloryboundquartet.com, and they can get to me through that
Okay.
as well.
We're going to take a quick break, and we're going to bring on a couple of ladies who are going to talk to something. You know, you mold a child at very young ages. So we're going to go to some video now, and it is Loretta Lynn's interview with her crew. It's her bus. Okay, now we're going to talk about this just a little bit. Let me tell you about her bus. Her bus is lavender and silver. It's very, very pretty. Now, what kind of bus is this?
whatever you call it, a Prevost or whatever. I don't,
Yeah, it's big bucks, and she travels on it. So we're going to go to some footage of this. I don't think there's any music in the background, so we'll just show you. This is Loretta Lynn's crew as they pull into Hiawassee. And we have to tell y'all, Bill's not here today because Bill will be filling in for me when we do get to go to Kentucky. So if they get an extra day, I switch them around a little bit. And Freddy's here today because Freddy filmed the Loretta Lynn stuff. So here
I
we go.
filmed the Loretta Lynn bus.
Yes,
I know y'all gonna say, boy, that's a pretty bus.
but I'm tired of
it's a
looking
bus.
at it.
But it's a bus.
I kept
But
saying
it's a bus. Let's go on with it.
I kept saying, don't you move that camera. We want to, he said, we've seen enough of that bus. So we're going to go now to the footage of Loretta Lynn's bus. Okay, now I gotta tell y'all about this bus. See, we're sitting in the campground and we've been sitting there.
It's a bus backing in the parking lot.
It's a bus backing in the parking lot, and it was so funny because I said, get the camera out, get the camera out. And he said, it's just a bus. I said, yeah, but it's the bus. It's Loretta Lynn's bus.
You also was saying, zoom in, get that, make sure you get the. I said, I'm zooming in as far as I can zoom in. I can't zoom in no more.
It was so funny because we're sitting up there and we're looking at the lake and the trees are so beautiful and we're enjoying it so much. And then the big bus comes and I'm so excited. And I'm like, get it, get it, get it. And he's like, you ain't getting nothing but the bus. I
Now
said,
this
"I
is
don't
the
care."
band bus here.
This is the band bus, and it actually has a slide out on it, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
Yeah, it was really, really cool. So, but it was an experience. We've seen her 6 times in 15 months, but this was the first time to have the access. We were so, so close, and you can see, yeah, at 75 years old, she is traveling a lot of miles, but she has made a commitment this year to do more concerts than ever. She's going to be in Minnesota, she's going to be in Wisconsin, and bless her heart, I need to tell her right now, it's been snowing like crazy in those areas. Why would a Southern girl book a concert up in Minnesota during the dead of winter? What was that woman thinking? You know, was she not thinking about this?
Maybe it wasn't her thinking. Maybe it was her
Well,
manager.
her manager needs to regroup then, because you don't go up north.
Well, if she gets in all that mess up there, she may be rethinking for her manager.
That's what I'm thinking.
Now, what's your name?
I gotta show y'all this interview. This is
Keziah, how beautiful. Come here, sit up here and look at me. Now, where did you get those beautiful green eyes? Because they kind of look like my eyes. Look at mine. Mine are that color.
Let's go to the footage here and listen
Your
to this.
eyes are beautiful. Now, your nanny works here at the fairgrounds, doesn't she?
Yeah.
And you know how long I've known your nanny?
Yeah.
28 years. I've noticed that she was a little girl.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, did you come up here to play, or did you just come up here to see me?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Well, you know why I'm here? I'm here to see Loretta Lynn.
Yeah.
Do you know who Loretta Lynn is? You do? God, she's so cute. Lord, you are precious.
Yeah.
Where's Papa Steve?
Uh-huh.
I think he's on his way to California in a big truck.
Yeah.
Do you ever get to ride in the big trucks?
Yeah.
Are you scared of them?
Yeah.
Me too. Me too. Well, if you're a good girl, maybe next time we'll take you to ride in the motorhome. Would that be fun?
Yeah, I want pink one.
Okay, okay. Oh, you're so sweet. Well, we're going to go see Loretta Lynn in a few minutes. Are you going to stay for that concert?
No.
You're not?
No,
well, you could,
Go get it.
you could sit in my lap if you want to. Okay, okay. Oh, I'm so glad you came to see me. Isn't it beautiful up here? Yes, it is. We're going to go down here and see what Miss Loretta's doing. What you think about that?
Yeah.
You're going to go swing a little bit?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I go swing higher.
You're going to swing high? Okay, now you be careful, okay? All righty. Okay, hold tight just a minute till he turns the camera off, okay? Let's get a little interview,
We
please.
just met a beautiful 3-year-old, and today we're going to talk to some ladies about things that happen to children that mold them forever. Lynn, tell me what you're involved in.
Our organization is called Thrive to 5. And Thrive to 5 is Pickens County's early childhood system of care. System of care is a way that you surround families with everything that they need. So as you stated, the very early years are what form a foundation.
Okay, now, where's the funding for this? Because you said a special grant's been done. Tell me a little bit
Exactly.
about that.
Last year, October marked 1 year that we've been working on this initiative, and last year we were awarded quite sizable grant, well over $290,000 from the Governor's Office for Children and Families.
Wow.
In order to develop this system of care, because we need to connect all the services that we have available. We have a lot of resources in Pickens County to serve challenged families, even in these economic times. But they're kind of fragmented.
Right.
So a system of care brings all those things together so that you have optimal results.
Okay, I remember how important Head Start was to a child. I
Yes.
remember how important follow-through was. Follow-through doesn't exist anymore.
Correct.
What happens to the children who fall through the cracks? How do you find the children who are at risk or in need?
Well, we have referrals from many, many sources. We have primarily a program called First Steps, and that is basically a face-to-face visit in the local hospital when a child is born. We introduce ourselves, we have volunteers that are trained and representatives that go in, talk with the families, explain what we have available. They get a gift bag, of course, and it has, the primary thing that I'm most proud of in that bag is a developmental calendar for the first year of life, because there are families out there that don't know what
to
developmental
expect.
milestones are.
Okay, Phyllis, why are you involved?
Well, I'm the president of the board for this initiative, and I'm here primarily today to tell you that we're getting ready for a party.
Okay,
And
when is the party?
the party is this Saturday, and we're having, it's called Celebrating Families, and we're opening this out, opening it to the whole community. All of the families that have young children, we'd like for them to come and make them aware of all the services that are available to them. And we also making it a party. We're having Mrs. Santa come and be there for the children, and we're giving out door prizes. We're having gift card drawings for the families, and
where will it be held?
it's going to be held at the Jasper United Methodist Church on Saturday afternoon from 2 to 4.
Okay.
So we are really excited about this. Gives us an opportunity to not only be open and give a face to the community about what we're doing, but also to tell these young families that we're there for them, and because this is a hard time for them.
In today's economy, there are kids
I know
missing
it.
so much.
I
And I
know.
know one of the things, Kids First, is something that I've always contributed to that, because a book can make a difference in a child's life. Having somebody sit down and read to them. Now, you said you meet moms quite often at the hospital when a baby's born.
Correct.
If you walk into the hospital and you see that this child is going home to a drug-infested home, how do you feel about that? How do you deal with that?
Right. These are things, of course, everybody that works with us are mandated reporters. But what we try to stay on the side of is total prevention. We want to be interactive. That mom didn't get to the place she
Right.
is
Exactly.
overnight. So we would have the relationships built with our primary physicians as well, and OBGYNs send a lot of referrals to
Right.
us.
Okay, do you have heartache stories sometimes that you just die over? Do you go home and do you take this work home with you sometimes?
Well, if you don't take it home with you sometimes, then you need to be finding something else to do.
Right.
But mostly, we try to stay on the positive side. We try to focus on the families that we are able to help. And we have family representatives now that are working with us to tell us what we missed because they came through our system. That is one of the most phenomenal things about a true system of care, because you have a family voice in developing how you serve these families. Because you and I can sit here on this side of the table and say what somebody needs, we might be real off base.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Now, funding besides this grant, how's it going to be funded? Because the economy, did you know the economy's hurting?
Well, we did,
you know?
especially when they slapped us with that little reduction that we got just recently. So this year we're looking for 75% of our initiative to be funded again from the governor's office, and we've gotten notice that they are going to refund us, but then next year we'll be reduced to 50%, and then in our fourth year we'll be all on our own. So we do need to put a face with what we're doing so that we get into the community, because it is community-based, and we're going to be looking for community and foundation dollars.
Right. Now, how do folks get in touch with you?
They can contact me. My number is 770-656-5009.
Okay.
Our sole commissioner, Rob Jones, graciously affords me an office in the annex building for the county. And that is where we're based right now, because the system of care isn't a building. It's not a place that you can go to.
Okay. Now, what about Saturday? Can anybody show up?
Oh yes, anyone that with young children, we want them
From
to
the
come.
ages of what?
Well, we're talking about, from just newborns all the way up to 5, because that's the area that we are really focusing on, because we want to just have them. We just want to know that they're there, and plus the fact we want them to know what we can do for them. So we just like for them to be
From
there.
2 to 4 at the Jasper
Yeah.
Methodist Church. And if y'all can't find the Jasper United Methodist Church, please don't drive. Please park your car and give your license up, because it's a big, huge church
Yeah,
right there
right-
on Church Street.
right
Really,
there.
it's right before you get to Mountain View Hair Designs, where I needed to be yesterday, and no comments about my hair today. Can you give your phone number one more time, and have we covered what we need to do?
We have, and thank
Okay.
you so much for
You're
having
very
us.
welcome. Give me your phone. 770-656-5009. And thanks once again to my sole commissioner, Robert Jones, that darn it, you folks voted to change that, and I'm not happy about it.
I would not be with that.
That's the only thing I'm going to say about that, is I hope y'all are happy with what you got. Okay, we're going to take a break now. We're going to go to an interview with Loretta Lynn's. I don't know if this is with Bart or if it's with Lee, but I can tell you they are both great entertainers. So let's go to an interview the night of the Loretta Lynn concert at Hiawassee at the Georgia Mountain Fairgrounds. With the queen of country music, Miss Loretta Lynn.
It's a big honor is what it is. Yeah, it's a dream come true for me. Really enjoy it.
We have been to see her 6 times in about 15 months. Tonight was the best night.
Is that right?
Tonight was
She
incredible.
just gets better and better, doesn't she?
She gets better and better. The first time I saw her, I was 9 months pregnant with my 40-year-old child. So I just told my age. I've been coming to see her for 40 years. As I host a television show every morning, I tell people, go see her. She is better than ever. Tonight, a lot of our viewers were here, and I think they were so excited. Many of them have never had the opportunity to see her.
Right.
So her being in Georgia was just incredible.
Where was the first show that you saw her?
In Atlanta. In Atlanta. And I was 9 months pregnant, and honey, a 9-month pregnant woman does not want to hear you ain't woman enough.
I believe it. That was in 1970. How
Oh
about
man,
that?
it was incredible. Now let me ask you something. When you stand on stage and sing with her, the memories of she and Conway, y'all do a great job.
It's not Conway, but it's an honor to be able to do that.
It is amazing. Now how did you show up at her doorstep and get to stay there?
Well, I actually didn't show up at her doorstep. I have my own band in Nashville, and I'd hired a guitar player to play for me that had just got this gig. And he was only with me for a year, but when he first started, he had some fill-in gigs that he asked me to do because he had some prior engagements. And so I did 5 or 6 shows in 2002, and then the next year he wasn't with her any longer, so they asked me if I'd do it full time. So
There you
I
are.
fell in my lap, but I'm sure
Well,
I did.
you really do. When you stand on stage, you bring your own presence. Have you ever thought about doing your own thing and
Yeah,
leaving?
I moved to Nashville with that intent, but really my dream has always been to just make my living in country music, and
Right.
whether it be a singer, songwriter, or a musician, that's what my goal is. And,
Let's talk about writing. Who's your favorite writer?
probably Paul Overstreet.
Okay.
It's a big influence, and then Holland Howard is a huge influence of mine.
he was
Roger
awesome.
Miller is a huge, a lot of them. Chris Christopherson. The list is really long there, and Loretta is one of my favorite
Well, the
writers.
singers are nothing without the words.
That's true.
The words and the words. Now, my favorite Loretta Lynn song is "I'm the Other Woman."
I love that
She
too.
doesn't do that song
She
very
doesn't very
often.
much.
I don't think she likes the other women.
My favorite is Fist City.
Oh yeah, love that
You
one.
don't cat around with the kitty. It's just
That's awesome.
classic writing, in my opinion.
It is. Okay, the writing, the memories, 50 years. To see the people here tonight, a lot of the folks here struggled to pay for a ticket, but it was so important for them to be here. I saw folks who really did. This was a once-in-a-lifetime experience. They will leave here thinking about this forever.
Almost every time after the show, someone will come up and say, it was my mother's 83rd birthday present or something like this, and it was her dream to see Loretta
That's
before.
right.
And it's just amazing how Loretta can touch lives
Oh,
that
yeah.
she's never even met.
Yeah.
It's really amazing.
Well, a lady sitting behind us is 76, and it was her first time to ever see her. She came because she's one of our friends. She just got a really bad medical diagnosis, and she's waiting on some bad results, but it was so important. She told the doctors, she said, you can do anything you want to me, but not November the 20th. I'm going to be with Loretta Lynn. It meant that much to her. We're back. Okay, we're going to go back to a little bit more Bart's interview in a day or so. We're going to use this week. We're going to do a lot of that, but I want to introduce you to a man. His name is Lee Hilliard. He has been with Loretta Lynn for 30 years. To have been up close and personal for over half of her 50-year career has to be amazing. And I want to tell you tonight, you can be up close and personal with the Redeemed Cavaliers. Show up at Pickens County Library tonight at 7 o'clock. They're going to be singing about 7:15. There's a Christmas tree celebration there. Now, you said the clients at Burnt Mountain Center used to do a tree there?
Yeah, they had some awesome looking trees. They were very pretty.
I think I heard them talking about it last week, and I think they're working on it too. And we want to remind you that their cookbooks are still available. Was it $12? And we gave away several of those last week before we went on our little, we called it a vacation. What a joke. We worked every day. We actually worked twice some days. So it was crazy, but it was a great, great time. And we always have prayer requests. And I have several announcements that I'm not going to get to make until tomorrow or Wednesday, but they don't happen for a week or so. But I want to give you some information. There's a young lady, her name is Courtney Thompson. She's 16 years old, 11th grade student at Fannin High. She is blind from a brain tumor. Holidays, she is collecting cans for the Ronald McDonald House. If you have aluminum cans that you would like to donate to her, please call 706-455-8772. Everybody can make a difference. Every single person in our community, it doesn't matter what your ability or disability or anything else is, every single person we know can make a difference. I have learned more about myself this year than ever because I've been around people like Bob Reece, who, when you see this man who's been involved in this for 24 years tear up about White Christmas, we all have too much. We all have things we don't need. We all get rid of stuff that we never used. But this is the time of year. If you are shopping, if you are out and about and you see something you could possibly give to fill a stocking, if you could donate some money, that would be great. Whatever you can do to give back, because in the rest of the year, it will come back to you 10,000 times. Every day we try to give you a little something that we think will inspire you. Gospel music, y'all know I love that. Tomorrow, Brother Matt will be here, and tomorrow you're going to get a mini concert. Now, how many minutes did you film of he and Paulette and the girls singing?
I got all of that.
About 25 minutes?
Except I ran out of tape, and then I put in another one and finished off their singing. But yeah, it just so happened to when I ran out of the tape, and I was in the process of putting in another tape, he was introducing the group, so his family, so missed a little bit of that, but got most of it. So, but the only thing is I ran out of tape again.
We did.
About 6 or 8 minutes into his sermon.
Yeah, we didn't know that this 7 days we were going to be off. We were going to be as busy as we were. We should have taken some more blanks with us, but tomorrow you will get to meet Paulette Dibler, Sabrina, and Lindsay. I know you've had Paulette, we've had her here on the show before, and y'all have seen a little bit of her, but tomorrow you will get to meet Brother Matt's whole family as we show you a little bit of the concert. We're going to go now to a little bit of the interview that we did with Lee Hilliard. He has been with Loretta Lynn for 30 years. He travels on the bus with her band. What is the name of their band? Is that a good trivia question? Let's ask that. If you can call us and tell us what is the name of Loretta Lynn's band, call us at 866-939-2329. And guess what you're going to win? What is it not?
We'll have a good time.
It is Glory Bound Beyond the Sunset. So there you go. And this one has Beulah Land on it. I'd say that is a good version. It's got Oh Happy Day. So some good songs on there, Glory Bound. Call us at 866-939-2329 if you know the name of Loretta Lynn's group.
And if nobody calls in, I'm taking this home with me.
Uh-oh. We are going to go now to a little bit of the interview with Lee Hilliard. He is an amazing talent. He ends the show with Miss Loretta Lynn doing gospel music. He also does a very famous song from a movie called Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? And what's the name of that song?
Constant Sorrow.
Yes. And he and the guys, they stepped on stage, and oh, it was so good. It was so cool. If you didn't get to go there, I encourage you next year to make a trip to Hurricane Mills. Plan it now. Start saving a little bit every week, and you can afford to do this. We're going to go now to the interview with Lee Hilliard. Love Anderson Music Hall. Never has it rocked like it did tonight. Miss Loretta Lynn. Now, I'm going to admit to all my viewers that I have been seeing her in concert since I was 9 months pregnant with Angela. Y'all know Angela's 40, so think about it. For 40 years, I've been traveling to concerts and seeing her. For 30 of those years, I've seen this young man. Let's talk a little bit about your 30 years with Loretta. What has it been like for you?
Well, I tell you what, I treasure every single minute that I've spent on the road with her. When she brought that up tonight, she doesn't usually bring that up. She doesn't usually talk about it.
And you only look 29, so you are how old? How old are you?
Winning points early here. You know, she said she is celebrating 50 years. And when she said that, I thought tonight, wow, 30 of those years I've been out here with her.
Yeah.
And she's been, to be honest with you, not only a good friend and boss, she's kind of been like a second mom to me. And that is a long, long time to work with somebody and to practically live with somebody like as we do on the road. But she's a jewel. There's only one Loretta, and I feel so privileged to have spent all that time with her and look forward to stuff down the road.
I can only imagine the day that her music stops because, you know, as a 40-plus year fan, I don't know that I can handle it emotionally when she doesn't tour anymore.
Well, we talked about that on the bus the other night.
I don't think I can handle it.
What is it going to be like?
Not good.
Not
Not good.
Lynn around. That doesn't kind of, it's hard to think about that.
Well, out of the 6 times we've seen her this past 15 months, tonight I think she was the best, on top of her game, funny. She looked rested.
Sure.
She, to me, was better than ever.
Well, let me tell you this. During this 50-year celebration, the last 2 months especially, she's had a media blitz. Everybody has been pulling on her. You know, we want an interview, this. And I think through all of the attention she's been getting, she's kind of giddy. She's like a little kid. And it has...
It's all about her.
It spurred some energy that I didn't think was still there, to be honest with you. And all of a sudden, she told me the other day, she said, Lee, I want to work more than we've been working. And she said, I don't need to sit at home. What am I going to do at home? You know, and she's right. I mean, this is the thing that's going to keep her young.
Yes.
You know, it's going to keep her on top of her game. And it was music to my ears. I was glad that she said that.
I hope that this does encourage her because I have been a little nervous. Tonight we had a lot of our viewers here who had never had the opportunity to see her, and I told them all on the air, I said, look guys, face it, she's 75. 50 years in the business. We don't know how long she's going to be performing.
True.
So a lot of folks came tonight thinking, what if this is the last time she comes to Georgia?
Oh, I know.
Now, y'all are leaving tonight to go to Florida.
Exactly.
A long trip. She will rest on the bus?
She will. There's a good chance she might be already down.
Okay.
Typically after a show, she'll eat her dinner. That's when she eats.
Okay.
And that's probably what she's doing right now. And as soon as she's done, we'll head down the road. She'll go to sleep, and the day will start all over again.
Now, what is a typical week? Because you said y'all spend downtime together too. When you're not working, do you? This is a funny question. Do you practice, or do you just wake up and know how to do this
Actually,
stuff?
we don't practice a lot, to be honest with you. At the beginning of the year, just about every artist will take the winter off, or the bulk of the winter, and start up around February or March. We will do rehearsals because a lot of times she'll want to put some older songs back in the show, songs we typically don't do, or maybe brand new songs. So that's when we do our rehearsals. Then periodically throughout the year, if we've got a long span of time off, we'll go out to her ranch, and she's got a little studio there that we gather in, and we'll go in and woodshed. You know, we'll just kind of polish up what we already know, and that's kind of how that works as far as rehearsals.
Well, I have been to Butcher Holler. I know where this woman started. To see the home and to see the surroundings and to see Uncle Herman's store still there, to see the things that she came from, do you think sometimes she looks around and says, man, I can't believe I'm here?
Oh, she talks about it all the time. It was so funny. I can't remember. It was one of her grandkids, I think, not long ago, came up to her and said, Mama, did you know that so-and-so said that you were really famous?
And she said,
and I thought that was so cute, you know.
Okay, today has been about our 7 days off. Ha, ha, ha,
I don't like not having my earpiece because I could be sitting here daydreaming or something just like I just was, and you don't tell me.
Santa.
You didn't tell me we were coming back.
Dear Santa, will you please bring Freddy a wire that doesn't have a short in it? Love, Cherie. Okay.
I'm
and
surrounded by shorts.
You do make fun of me being short, don't you? We had a great 7 days off. It was so much fun. We hope the rest of this week we're going to share more of Bart's interview, more of Lee's interview. We interviewed a young man whose name was it Steve Bryson?
Yes.
Who, awesome. He's going to be with us in the near future. He was an entertainer extraordinaire. He did old country music, my kind of stuff. He did the traditional country music. You know how I love Southern gospel music. We're going to encourage you tonight. Pickens County, come out and be with the Redeemed Cavaliers at the Pickens County Library in Pickens County, Georgia, right at the corner of Burnt Mountain Highway and Cove Road. Is that right? They could stop there at that deli if they went real early. They could go there this morning and get them one of them biscuits. It's about that big.
That's what you call one of them big ones.
That's a big one. That's a big one. We encourage you to get out and do for somebody else during this holiday season. I promise it will touch you. The Redeemed Cavaliers will come to your church. You can call them at 770-479-9358. They will show up for you and sing some amazing music. We're going to leave you today with some more music by Redeemed Cavaliers. We never say goodbye, and we're so happy to be back in these seats, although, I don't know if y'all have noticed, our studio has had kind of a backwash while we were gone.
Well, I don't know that they would be able to, I don't think the viewers would be able to
Y'all don't know
tell.
that we're nowhere near where we used to be. We are way across, and
We
I don't
was
have
over
a clock
there.
anymore.
Now we're over
here,
here.
and then we're over there. Now we're here to stay now. Don't forget today, Rich Scott will be back with us on Trading Time. Join us every day, Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 10 a.m., 6 to 7:30 p.m., 1 to 2:30 for you late nighters. From North Georgia Now Today, I'm Cherie.
I hear you, Martin. And I'm Freddy Brackett.
He is Freddy Brackett. We're going to go now to the Redeemed Cavaliers.
Jesus washed my sins away one glorious morning. He blessed my soul, and he made me whole, Ever since that happy day, I'm telling a story. How he washed my sins away when he blessed my soul,
Where you ought to been there.
That blessed morning,
When the love
of the Lord came down
into my soul.
into my soul, and he made me whole,
If you'd have been there.
You shouted glory
To the Lamb.
to my Lord and King.
Where you ought to been there.
Well, you ought to have been there when he blessed my soul, when he blessed my soul. Jesus claimed me as his own one glorious morning. He blessed my soul, and he made me whole, Ever since that joy I've known, I'm telling the story. How he washed my sins away when he blessed my soul,
Where you ought to have been there.
That blessed morning,
When the love
of the Lord came down
into my soul.
into my soul, and he made me whole,
If you'd have been there.
You'd have shouted glory
To the Lamb.
to my Lord and King.
Where you ought to have been there.
Yes, you ought to have been there when he blessed my soul.
Where you ought to have been there.
That blessed morning,
When the love
of the Lord came down
into my soul.
into my soul, and he made me whole,
If you'd have been there.
You'd have shouted glory
To the Lamb.
to my Lord and King.
Where you ought to have been there.
Yes, you ought to have been there when he blessed my soul,
Won't we be happy?
Here we have sorrow, pain, grief, and care. When dawns that morrow, no trials there. Oh, won't we be so happy in heaven when we all get there? We'll be